at the local trails today. Just got a new coil shock put in on my bike, the Ohlins TTX22 for the Enduro models. Gonna give a little first ride impressions, just trying to put it through some of the paces, see what we come up with. All right, we got 2 step downs here. We're gonna start it on the smaller step down, see how it feels there, and then move up to the bigger one. Just give it a little drop test. Nothing much to report as far as any complaints would go. Even just climbing back up this stuff, the traction on it is really good. It's definitely heavier, that's obviously a little noticeable, but the rear wheel stays planted, almost like it's glued to the ground, which air shocks aren't bad at, or at least the one I had wasn't, which was actually the Ohlins TTX22 air shock. But I don't know, there's just a level of difference here with how on the ground it's staying. Bunny hop test. Cool thing about it is it does have 3 compression adjustment points with just the quick little switch, which is pretty similar to just the open trail mode and lockout on a lot of other shocks. The first position is fully open compression. If you want to descend more, go a little bit gnarlier or downhill where you don't really care much about pedaling efficiency. That's a really good spot to keep it on. The middle is a lot like the trail mode. It's the middle compression level, and it's nice and supple, but it's still a little bit firmer, so it has a little higher pedal efficiency, which on trails like this where it's kind of flat to a little bit of up, that's what I'm doing. But then the third position, it's not lockout, but it's like a climb mode. Still bobs a little bit, but it definitely stiffens up a lot compared to the other positions. It really climbs pretty efficiently. It hasn't been too bad. But again, this is just first ride, so maybe I'll be feeling a different way after a little bit. But right now, pretty sweet. Straight up. Playing it. So here now we're gonna take it into kind of a flowy section of trail that has some jump features and stuff. And when we come to an intersection, we're gonna veer off and go down a little more natural, rougher trail to try and get a couple good test points for this shock back to back. Definitely rougher stuff is where it's supposed to come alive, but good to see how it goes on all things. Not bad. Got some nice little turns. down to the rough stuff. It's planted, man. Even under braking, I can really feel that rear wheel's just staying locked on the ground, which just sometimes with that air shock, you can feel it kind of come up and lose that traction. I need to get in better shape. I feel like I say that every time I ride, but this kind of stuff. Ooh, turtle. Sorry, buddy. He's good. No man down. Whoop. Bridge jump. Gotta get the speed for it. Not quite. This trail here has a bit more undulation to it, kind of up and down. Got a bit of a hero line. Cleared. Slabby slab. Well, if you were to go back here to the road where there's that bridge, just follow the road and it'll take you straight up to it. This is going, there's like a parking lot up on top of this hill up here. This is going to that. See? Back there? Yeah, I'm about to go back that way. I can show you where the road is. All right, cool, man. Little gap. Woo! Sometimes you come on clips. Oh man. Map. There we go. Longer sections of road pedaling, I would say switching the shock to compression mode 3, the climb mode, is definitely a necessity. So, if sacrificing some ease of climbing is a big downside for you, I probably wouldn't recommend a coil, but you probably knew that coming in, so don't know if I need to tell you that. Another big bonus of a coil that I haven't gotten to experience yet, but will when I travel out to Colorado in July, is with air shocks, you gotta reset the pressure when you change altitudes. Coil, you can ride the same setup wherever you are. I really just got tired of pumping up my shock, but some of that can probably be attributed to the fact that it was losing 25 PSI a ride, so I was doing it multiple times per ride. So most people don't face that issue. Butt crack. I'm excited to get to really run it through its paces next week. Headed out to Pisgah, North Carolina. Take it on some proper technical terrain. See what it can do. My talking while riding will improve as I get in better shape. Been out of town so much the last 2 weeks. The only ride I did was in Oregon, and I shuttled all the way to the top, so didn't really get my pedaling legs under me there. Got off the trails, headed back home. First ride impressions so far, so good. Definitely feel a big difference in small bump sensitivity and just repeated hits, how planted that rear wheel stays with this coil. It's definitely really good at that. It's really smooth. Feels good going over rough stuff and feels fine on smooth stuff. It's definitely heavier. I can definitely feel that. But with that being said, that's not something that bothers me so much. And on longer climbs, fortunately, you got the compression adjustment and has basically a climb switch. So you just throw that on there and just efficiently climb. So it's definitely not too bad either. One thing a lot of people, or a few people have said about coils, is you can't adjust the progression. There's no volume spacers or anything of that sort you can do. It's pretty linear stroke. So some people have had issues with having rougher bottom outs. But so far in this ride, I didn't notice anything, and I did some bigger drops and some decently sized hits, but we'll see as it continues to go. I'm back at the house. That's all she wrote. Appreciate you guys checking this video out. Leave a comment if you got any questions. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Got more videos each week. See you guys in the next one.